Hello all, welcome back once again to another interesting story under the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav story series by Momish Musings. Today I'm going to talk about a king who has united most of the neighboring Hindu kings to crush the Muhammad Ghazni's invasion during the 11th century. We all know that Muhammad Ghazini has invaded India for almost 17 times and has taken away a lot of loot, which has actually tempted most of the Afghani rulers, Persian rulers to start their invasion. But post Ghazni's invasion, nobody has entered into India for almost next 150 years. If you see the facts in the history, the years of in the next year when Muhammad Ghori has actually tried invading India is only in 1792. But whereas Muhammad Ghazni has left India during 11 um, during 1027 AD. So what happened? Why this 150 years gap is there between both these two invasions? If you really dig into the history, we'll come across this interesting personality by name Maharaja Suhaldev. About whom, unfortunately, none of our Indian history books talk about, but can be seen documented in various other books. So before we talk about Maharaja Suhail, where is he from, why he has to actually unite Hindu kings, what happened after he united Hindu kings. Let us first understand the political scenario at that point of time. uh, as I already told you, Muhammad Ghazni plundered India almost 17 times, and he has destroyed Somnath temple a couple of times during his invasions. And the amount of wealth he has taken back home after destroying Somnath temple and taking away all the loot that, I mean, all the wealth that is existing in the Somnath temple premises, his nephew Syed Salar Masood got really attracted towards attacking India, and he felt that I mean, if we are able to get so much wealth by looting just one temple, what about the wealth that is existing in so many temples across India? So he decided. I mean, he was just a 16-year-old boy at that point of time, and he asked permission from his uncle and his dad to go and invade India. And his aim at that point of time is to let the Islam flag fly high in India, across India and the entire subcontinent. And he can attack as many temples as possible, as many kingdoms as possible, and loot their riches. And obviously, Muhammad Ghazni and his Salar Masood's father has given him permission to go and attack in India. And he has not taken the route which Muhammad Ghazni has followed, because he already knew that the wealth in those kingdoms has already come to a very low state, and most of the kingdoms have already been plundered. So he took a new route, and he came via Punjab, after conquering Multan, then other areas, and he entered Haryana, he entered New Delhi, he conquered New Delhi, he conquered Meerut, and he started entering into Uttar Pradesh. But at that point of time, in Uttar Pradesh, there are a lot more stable kings who are ruling different provinces of Uttar Pradesh, like Kanauj, Shravasti, and all the other areas. The moment he entered into Uttar Pradesh, uh, Masood had sent an intimation to Bairich, Benares, and Gopamau, saying that he's going to invade these kingdoms, and if these kings are how to give him a lot of wealth and a lot of offerings, like in the form of army, cavalry, women, and everything, so that he will not attack. So as soon as people saw this message, all these kings got really worried, because they knew the amount of army which Mustaq is actually taking along with him right from Afghanistan. But there is one king who was not afraid of this guy. He is none other than Suhaildev, who is the prince of Shravasti kingdom, and Shravasti kingdom at that point of time was ruled by his father Mordvach. But even Suhaildev was already a trained military warrior who has excelled in a lot of military skills as well as military strategy, and he's also getting trained on the political administration part. And he felt that this is the time for him to show what he is capable of, and that is when he sent a message to all the neighboring kingdoms, like in the Uttar Pradesh area, like Bairash, Gonda, Faiziabad, Lucknow, Unnao, Sitapur, and so many other kings. In fact, not just these 20 kings, and saying that we all know that Salar Mustaq is trying to come and attack our kingdoms and convert all the people into Islam community, religion, as well as he's going to loot our kingdoms, take away our women, take away our kids. I mean, do you really feel that this is all okay? We need to submit ourselves in front of him, Sayyid Mustaq, so that we can save our lives? Or if you have any true Hindu blood in flowing in you, would you not be standing tall in front of your kingdom to safeguard all your subjects, women, kids, the people who are not able to take care of themselves, and drive this person? If we do this alone, we will not be able to defeat that huge army. But what if we are able to, all of us are able to unite and fight this person? Then this person, we can drive away this person. It's been no time out of Indian borders back to his home. And the moment all these kings heard this kind of message, which is arousing their blood, they all sent back a written message immediately saying, yes, they are with the Maharaja Suhaldev. The moment Suhaldev understood that all these kings are accepting his proposal, he started forming an army. And the amount of army which he was able to accumulate within a span of very short 1 or 2 months, which is very short considering the amount, the time frame is, it's almost around equivalent to 1.2 lakh army people, both cavalry, people who travel on the elephant and fight, the footman, the horse riders, everybody. And with so now the final stage has been set for our Maharaja Suhaldev to fight with Salar Mustaq, and the battleground has been chosen near the lake, in Chitwara Lake, in the current Uttar Pradesh area, by especially near the Bairuch area. And the battle has ensured for the first only 2 to 3 days. Imagine this 1.2 lakh army people from Suhaildev's side slaying all the huge army from Salar Mustaq side. These people were, I mean, they were all fighting for one single common cause, that is to establish that Akan Bharat, or the basically happy region from the Uttar Pradesh side, so that their people doesn't have to get converted into Islam. Those people, their people need not have to work as slaves under these foreign invaders. That is the only main root cause. Because of that, all these people got united, and they had put their lives in the front line, and they started fighting against Salar Mushtaq's army. And the way they were fighting, the blood started flowing on the battlefields. I mean, this is the first time where the Hindu king's war was described, saying like blood was flowing on the walls, on the battlegrounds, by different travel loggers. And our Maharaja Suhail started riding on the horse with having two swords in both his hands, and started slaying people, whoever is coming on his way. And they, believe me, they didn't take even a single prisoner from this war. They slayed all the Afghan armies, whomever they are able to capture. I mean, not a single person was there to tell with life to tell the story as to how fearful, how brave these people are fighting against the Salar Mushtaq's army. In fact, on the first day, towards the end of the evening, two-thirds of the army got killed from the Salar Mushtaq's side, and only the one-third of them who will do namaz in the evening had to go back and do namaz and mourn for the people whom they have lost. It's all like big family, part of a lot of brothers, cousins, uncles, and all these people are coming together, right? So they were all mourning for their loss. But not only that, at the end of the night, they need to come up with a new strategy as to how to fight this new fearful enemy whom they haven't encountered in all the way from Afghanistan till now here till Beirut, which is giving them jitters and which gave them a sleepless night that day. But the next day, the rest of the army got wiped out completely. It was a completely slate. And some people say that here, the historians say that it was Major Maharaja Suhaldev who has slayed or Salar Mushtaq's head. Some people say it's the Boj Maharaj from the Kanauj has actually slayed his head. Whoever it is, it doesn't matter. But Salar Mushtaq's head was slayed from his body. It got separated. Even after it got separated, our people did a proper burial rituals for him and constructed a grave in the same in the area near to the Chitwara Lake, where they have actually during British the Mughal area, they converted this grave into a dargah, which after Britishers took over from Mughal has become a huge devotional site for Muslims, where most of the people go regularly to, basically seek the blessings of the unknown fairy god here. But the fairy god who is actually residing here, we all know who it is, isn't it? And not only that, some historians also say this the fact which was not proved to us by any travel loggers is that Maharaja Suhaildev has sent Salar Mustaq's head as a gift to Ghazini back after writing on his head that in case you want to visit India, please do come as devotees and our motherland, and also we people of India will be able to receive you with open heart. But if you come as invaders, we are going to see you drop dead in even before you enter India, and that is whether they send this gift, Salar Mustaq's head as a gift to Ghazini or not, but the news how these army people got defeated so badly in a very crushing manner has reached Afghanistan, and because of that only, Afghanistanis have waited for almost 150 years to set foot once again back in India. And that is the reason why India was saved for almost like next 150 years, and they were living peacefully. After this battle, Maharaja Suhaildev has dug a lot of lakes and wells in and around his region, and he has taken care of the other political administrative works like giving them good education to all the subjects, ensuring their health and all, giving them their livelihood and all the stuff, which shows that his kingdom has taken in a good route for becoming a golden kingdom where people wanted to live and actually enjoy their lives. I unfortunately, once again, as I told earlier itself, there are no references about Maharaja Suhaildev in our Indian history books, but the travel loggers. Like Abdul Rahman Chishti, who is a Sufi saint, has documented in a very clear way how this Battle of Baruch has been fought and how Maharaja Suhaildev has actually slain Muhammad Ghazini in a very crushing manner. And in one more person, W.C. Bennett, the British author, has written about this war as what he heard from the local folk tales in the Gested of province of the Outh. And now, recently, Amish Tripathi has written a book about Suhaildev, which got Suhaildev back once again into the social media limelight, which is actually very good for him because people started noticing and taking note of how Suhaildev what a brave king Suhail Dev is, and how he has united a lot of Hindu kings so that he can save India from the crushing Afghanistani invaders and save India completely. So that's all is the story for today, my dear friends. I hope you really enjoyed this. Let us meet tomorrow with another interesting story. Till then, bye bye.